Well, hello friends. Today we're going to be making a holiday wreath, and these are all materials that I have sourced from the Dollar Tree. You can do this a couple different ways. This is a wreath ring. It was $1. You could also make something similar out of cardboard, tracing a couple of dinner plates. You can source some sticks out of your yard. This stuff was at the dollar store. You could source some pine cones, some ribbon, just a couple simple things to give you some holiday flair. And I'm going to start really simply on this ring with some green ribbon, and I'm just going to wrap. If you are using cardboard, or if you want to do this, there's a couple different ways to do this. I'm just going to wrap all the way around like so. You could also cut strips of this and tie them to make it a bushy, fluffy wreath. I'm going to do it this way because it's very, very simple. And then we're going to decorate it with all these other little items. I'm keeping it flat and wrapping it once around with a little bit of an overlap. Okay, so that one roll of the green burlap ribbon did not go all the way around, and that is okay. And I'm going to explain why. I am going to be using sort of a guideline that they have in art called the rule of thirds. It's when you divide your canvas, your composition, into 3 equal parts in a circle like this. You're going to divide your pie slices into 3. So you have 1/3, 1/3, 2/3. And the reason I'm doing this is it's kind of pleasing to the eye to view things that are weighted asymmetrically. So I'm going to concentrate my decorating onto 1 or 2/3 of this wreath. So this went about 2/3 of the way around, and that's fine. I don't need it to go all the way around because I am going to weight it differently on this other side. I'm just going to secure this in place. I'll keep explaining what I mean. I have a different kind of ribbon just because I don't want to glue these little bits and pieces on anything that's blank. If you're using cardboard, this is already going to be solid. You could totally just glue directly onto the cardboard. Just using a little dot of hot glue to keep this in place. Don't touch it with your bare fingers, that's never good. Okay, so I'm going to continue wrapping the other third of this wreath ring in this other ribbon. And it's not exactly a steadfast rule, it's just a guideline. If you want to go all the way around and make your wreath 100% the same all the way around, that's cool too. This is just a technique I like to use. I have just enough left on this roll to make a bow for the end. So I'm going to save that, put that aside for the end. Glue this guy in place. So I have roughly 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. So now you're going to just decorate. Now I've primarily chosen more natural items. So I've got the sticks, the pine cones, some fake felt leaves. And I'm just going to give a wintry vibe. Okay, so I'm going to take these sticks, break them into the size that I want. I'm going to glue them in place. Okay, and I'm going to glue the ends together, that way they don't fall all over the place. As always, definitely ask for help using a hot glue gun, and don't touch it to your bare fingers like I tend to do. Okay. Okay, so this is 1/3 red, 1/3 green, that's blank, and then I'm going to focus my decorating on this bottom third. And red and green might be typically Christmas colors, but they're also opposite on the color wheel, which means they complement each other. They go well together. So red and green just works. It just works. There she goes, touching it again. Ooh, that's hot. Okay. And I did not plan this out. I just grabbed some things that I thought would look nice. I'm just kind of eyeballing it to see what I like. We're going to balance some of this green with some more red over here. You just want to play with it to get something that looks balanced, so even, or just something that you like. And then you want some accent pieces. So I'm going to save this for the very end. It's going to be my accent, my bold statement at the end. But in the meantime, I'm just going to keep filling this out with my sticks and leaves. I like to have things kind of branch off of the circle and hang off the edges, just so it doesn't look so, I don't know, perfect. I like for it to look a little whimsical. You could also add bells or something if you have them. Could definitely use real leaves if you have those too. Go out in the yard and get some real leaves. I just like to be able to do something quick and easy. And I really like getting stuff from the Dollar Tree. It's a gold mine for crafting. If you don't like when these things are visible, you can trim them off or cover them up with other leaves and pine cones. Or just leave them, whatever. I think I'm gonna just put that right there and then make a bow and call it a day. Okay, so I'm gonna take the rest of this, I'm gonna make a bow out of it. This is one long piece. Okay, so then I'm gonna fluff the bow that I just tied. I'm gonna glue it right on the top. And I'm going to cut these ends of my bow, a little V shape, because it looks tidier. Like that. And then I'm going to hang it from this last little piece up here that is left. And that is my holiday wreath. Let me zoom out so you can see. Oops. Make sure you use enough glue. That is my holiday wreath. Really, really simple, quick and easy, all sourced from the Dollar Tree or your own backyard.